In this video, we're going to explore how to add motion to your miniature train. And the one thing we want to do is when we click and drag on any of the components, the wheels are turning together just because they are constrained to various components and things like that. Now, the one thing we do want to do is if you do have the wheels moved, is on the actual joint, you'll see I've got a revolute joint here right in the center of the wheel. If I double click on it, I need to change that over to 0.0 degrees. I want to make sure both of these are in the 0 degree increment. So here, the little flag with the pointed end, we'll go through, and I want to make sure by typing 0.0, hit enter, that will put both of those into that particular direction. Now, in order to do so, I need to go up to Assemble, and I'm going to Motion Link. I need to capture the position. And I need a motion link like here, this wheel and this wheel together. Be careful not to grab the revolute joints on the linkage arm. You want to make sure that it's the wheels that you're grabbing. And if you hit the here, you can see the motion, the animation. If you check reverse, you'll notice it doesn't move. So if it doesn't move, uncheck that box. You want to make sure that you get it, even though it's moving in backwards. So it will go through and move forwards in a previous motion and a subsequent motion joint that we're going to add later. We'll go ahead and say OK. I'm going to move over to the left side, and I'm going to assemble utilizing a motion link. Same scenario. I want to make sure that my wheel here, and it looks like I do have this wheel's at -90, so I may want to make sure that I do have this one at 0. And looks like, there we go. So it looks like I may need to go through and make an adjustment here as far as this joint goes. Okay, but this is really kind of where we're looking at. And motion, let me choose the revolute joint, and let me choose this one back here. Both the wheels are turning, they're going in the forward direction. That one looks good. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to say OK. Now I'm going to do one more motion link, and I'm going to go over to the other side here. So I'm going to go over to motion link, and the first joint that I want to choose is I'm going to choose the front wheel of the train on this side, and I'm going to choose the other side here. Since this one was moving forward, we want to make sure this is the one that we choose second. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to choose that joint. Right now you're going to notice the wheels are turning opposite of each other. So we do want to go through and check the reverse button. And now this is the kind of motion that we want. We want this one to be moving forward and this one, and they're offset, they're staggered from each other. So when this one is in the up position, this one is in the down position. When this one on the other side is in the up position, this one will be in the down position. So you can kind of see that on those sides. So that's exactly the kind of motion that we want to have happen. And I want to go ahead and say OK. And if you want to take off all the joints, you can go down here to the little, looks like a computer screen, object visibility, and then you can uncheck joints as far as the visibility, and in there you're going to be able to see that. So now if you ever want to see this animate and run, all I have to do is, like here, Revolute 2 in my listing, if I right click on it, choose animate model, here you would go through and see in that one, so you can see that one is moving in the opposite direction. I probably want to go through and animate Revolute 7. There we go. Now I'm going to get an accurate movement going where the train is moving forward and it's following in the direction that we want it to go in.